Hello my beautiful darlings, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day and thank you for watching. Today we're going to talk about boundaries, and we're going to talk about how to set boundaries as a high caliber lady, because of course we want to be feminine, we want to be fabulous, we want to be seductive and elegant on this channel, but we want to make sure that the people that we have in our life respect our boundaries, respect our standards, because we have high standards on this channel. Whether that's your family, your friends, your boyfriend, your husband, whatever it is, you need to have standards and you need to have boundaries. Self-protection, ladies. So if you want to know more, keep on watching. First, just wanted to let you know that if you want to see more of my content, I talk about elegance, fashion, femininity, old Hollywood glamour for feminine ladies that want to improve themselves and become extremely glamorous and the best version of themselves. You can subscribe down below, and also you can join me on Instagram, which is at Lisa Heartstyle. So boundaries, what is boundaries? And a lot of people think they have boundaries, but actually they don't. So it's a matter of what you allow people to do to you. So when I say boundaries, boundaries have to be actions and not words. There's a big difference when you take actions and when you just talk. It's exactly the same as when a man is saying something, but his actions are different. So pay attention to the action of people, not their words. And it's exactly the same with you. You have to take actions to set boundaries and not just say, oh, I won't allow that, or I'm not okay with that, and then allow them to do it. And sometimes if people mistreat you, it's because you let them do it. You are the one building the walls around you to protect yourself. If you are expecting people to respect you naturally, you are wrong. And that's why the more we grow up, the more we have boundaries, the more we are mature, and the more we are selective with the people around us. A lot of people are selfish. A lot of people just want to take what they can take. The people that are truly generous and that will respect you directly are rare. Those people are just classy people, and they're rare in this society. There's a lot of crazy people, a lot of manipulative people, a lot of narcissists in this world. And in that case, you have to be aware of that. And in that case, you have to improve your boundaries with your actions, not your words. So be aware, especially us women. I think society just tell us to be nice little lady that don't say anything, and they just let everybody do anything to us because we're nice. We have to be nice, right? And to say yes to everything and not say anything if someone is mistreating you or stepping out of your boundaries. For example, if someone is completely disrespectful, most of the time, most ladies tend to not say anything. Just like society tells you also, for example, to pay 50-50. So you have to prove, I'm going to prove that I deserve the attention of this man. So I'm going to prove that I'm independent. Like, it's okay, I'm good. Validate me, please. Like, validate me. I'm independent, right? I'm independent. So I'm not using you for your money. So we should pay 50-50, right? Oh, you want me to send you nudes of my precious body? Yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it so you validate me. It's this look for validation, it's this look for desperation that is truly making you have no boundaries to people, that is having no standards and just giving everything people want and then letting people mistreat you. It's like this, tell me I'm good, people pleaser mentality that you have to get rid of. And I know when we're young, we just want to, be accepted socially. It's very important. And even when we're older, it is a deep thing as human beings that we want to be accepted socially. But you have to see the difference between being accepted socially and people mistreating you and using you and manipulating you and doing things that are not normal. When it's about men and paying 50-50, I'm telling you on my channel, don't do it. And I'm telling you on my channel, as an elegant lady, as a gentleman, he should offer, he should provide. We're looking for providers and for masculine men. So if it's your standard, you just expect the men to pay. You don't have to offer. You don't have to just fake offering so that he validates you, so that he sees you as not a gold digger. That is such a weird mentality. And I'm telling you, no quality man is thinking that. If he thinks that, it's because he is not educated. Of course, at the end, you thank him. Of course, you're in your feminine energy. Also, for what I mentioned about sending nudes, don't do it. Don't do it, ladies. Stay classy, stay elegant, especially for my teenager subscribers. Don't feel the pressure to send those kind of things. Your body is precious. Your body is so precious.
But really, all along, we've had the power.
Right. We have?
Yes. We control the cookie. She who controls the cookie controls the game.
So how do we control the cookie?
By putting it in the cookie jar, clasping the lid on tight, and leaving it in there.
Okay.
Until some little boy actually grows up and earns it.
Would you give your credit card to someone? No, because you know the value of this credit card. So why don't you see the value of your body? Boundaries, standards. You don't do this. You have a list of boundaries that you don't allow people to do.
It's open.
I don't go out on dates with guys who don't open the door for me.
Really?
Really.
I think as women, we're trained to be nice. We're trained to find excuses for everyone. Oh no, he didn't mean it. I'm sure like his intention were good. He's a good person. It's okay. I'm sure it's not like this or that. We try to find excuses for everybody because it's in the nature of women to be nurturing, to be more soft, and to be more caring and understanding, having more empathy. And it's beautiful, okay? It's a beautiful thing. But not everybody deserves that energy. This energy is precious. This energy of like nurturing someone, of caring for someone, and truly giving your feminine energy is not for everybody. It's for the people that deserve it. Feminine energy is so powerful. And so we have to be cautious on who we give that energy. So how to set boundaries, I'm going to give you an example. You know, for example, you have someone at a dinner on a first date, and this person said something completely inappropriate. You have three types of reactions. You have the first person that would not say anything about it, that would probably find excuses for him, for his behavior that was totally inappropriate. Maybe he said something about, you know, your body. Maybe he said something about women in general. Maybe he even had a passive aggressive comments or something like this. And you will find excuses. You will say, oh, maybe that was not his intention. Maybe I misunderstood him. We'll see how he react afterwards. And, you know, sometimes this reaction can be good also because we want to stay elegant, we want to stay classy, and sometimes maybe it's a misunderstanding. But if it's another red flag and another red flag and another red flag, and you still don't say anything and you still don't do anything, it's your fault because you allow him to mistreat you. You allow him to be disrespectful to you. You should not allow that. And maybe you will stay in a relationship in that case that have 500 red flags, and you will still stay and find excuses every time he does something. Or you would stay because, he loves me and I'm afraid to lose him and I will not find someone better than him, and all of the things that you think in your head. Obviously, it's like 4 billion men on the planet. Do you think you cannot find someone better that is not mistreating you like this? Okay, you have the second type of people that would actually say something. It's like this person that you just met said something completely inappropriate. You will actually say something. You would try to have a discussion with him or something, and you would try to say like, this is inappropriate, I'm not allowing that, I don't like when a man is saying that, but you still stay with him, you know, you still give him another chance, but you say something compared to the other first person that would not say anything. You say to him that you're a woman of value, that you have standards, that no man is treating you like this, that you want a gentleman, this is not a gentleman behavior, I'm not allowing that. And maybe in that case you will stay in this relationship, but you will constantly try to change him in this relationship because he's constantly mistreating you, and then you fight with him, but because he's constantly maybe disrespectful in something or not behaving in a way that you like, and then you fight with him, and then you try to change him and all of that. So you're still that kind of woman that have standards, but you express it through words and not actions. And then you say to yourself, well, maybe I can convince him to do this or that. Maybe I can convince him to be different. Maybe I can just change him. Which, by the way, is not a solution, because we all know you cannot change a man. In case you haven't seen my video on Bridgerton, go and watch it. And you have the third category of women that would just leave. He said something inappropriate, he said something really rude, you just leave. He said or did something really rude that you don't allow through your standards, through your boundaries, this is a big red flag. And you know, maybe you ask him, what do you mean? And you know, because we never know, we don't want to be too strict about it. But if he's really like 1, 2, 3 red flags, and then you see really that he is not the one, then you walk away, then you leave him. You don't stay with that person. You have boundaries, and in that case you take actions for having boundaries. You don't just say words, stay in a relationship that is wrong and just trying to change him. You don't stay in a relationship and not say anything. You take action. And in that case, he doesn't respect your standards, he doesn't respect your boundaries, he said something wrong, he did something wrong, then you leave. And you know that your time is precious. Obviously, you guessed which one has actual boundaries. So your actions have to reflect your boundaries and your standards, because it's true that in the leveling up movement and all of that, a lot of ladies said you have to share your boundaries, you have to share your standards, you have to say it. But I'm saying you have to act with your boundaries. You have to act with your standards. If he's mistreating you, you leave. Your time is precious, ladies. We don't have time to deal with people. We don't have time to change people. We don't have time to change their behavior. We are leveling up constantly, trying to improve ourselves. And if someone is not doing the same thing in front of you, he asks you for nudes, he asks you to pay his car, or I don't know what that is. Ladies, if you truly see my video on your horrible dates, it's hilarious. You should watch it, and you should see all of those examples of horrible men that would just give a horrible dates to my precious ladies that are in my subscribers. Like, poor ladies, seriously. You should see this video, and you should see how certain people have no respect whatsoever. And in front of those people, you should have a response that is big, taking action. For example, you're with a man since so many years and he doesn't want to marry you. You have one that would not say anything and maybe hope that he will propose one day. One that would just nag about it and just like, when are we going to get married? When are we going to get married? And just trying to change him, even though she kind of feels like he doesn't want to get married. And you have the third one that would just leave. Because this woman, if she sees after a certain time that he doesn't respect her standards, she will leave, because she knows that if he does not, another man will. There's billions of men, ladies, and there's a lot of good men. You have to have that in your head every time you are with a man, that in case he does not behave, you have a lot of choices. This is my video about the femme fatale, by the way. Go back to this video and trying to feel this essence and telling yourself that if he doesn't want to, other men will. The same goes for friends and families, by the way. People that will accept who you are and that will respect your boundaries and your life's decisions exist. But you will never find them if you lose your time trying to stay with people that do not respect your boundaries, that disrespect you, that are disrespectful, that are mean, passive aggressive. If you spend too much of your time with those people, you have a high risk of becoming more negative. You will have the impression also that everybody is like this. Just like with men also, when women are truly in a bad relationship, they tend to think that every man is like this out there, and they tend to hate all men afterwards. So this is why you should not lose your time with negative people, horrible people, manipulative people, narcissistic people, because they will give you a bad image about human beings in general. You become negative, you become resentful, and then maybe if you meet someone that is better, whether that's men, whether that's friends, maybe you will put your bad experiences on those people and just expect those people to also have a bad behavior with you. Because for you, in your head, every man is like your ex, every friend is like your friends that mistreat you. You have to be careful on who you give your precious energy, ladies. You have to be strict on who you interact with. It has a big impact on your life and on your positivity, on your happiness, on your mental health. A lot, I'm telling you. Remember also to watch all of my other videos about dating, and remember that men have to prove to you that they are quality. You're the price, ladies, not the other way around. Especially with smart, rich, successful men. Ladies, I'm telling you, they can be manipulative and arrogant sometimes. So you have to be prepared. If you want those kind of men, you have to be prepared to have your confidence, to the highest level possible. And if your level of confidence is not high enough, they can literally eat you alive. Be careful, seriously, ladies. A lot of narcissistic people. Be aware of the signs. Be aware of like the signs of narcissism, the sign of mental health issues that you can spot on people. I love watching videos about this because it helps you understand the psychology of, you know, certain mental health and certain people that can be dangerous for you. I really encourage you to have as much information as you can, and also therapy sometimes can even help you and your own problem and dealing with your own issues that you had in the past maybe. So yes, to deal with those kind of men, you have to be extremely smart and extremely sure about what you're doing. That's why it's important to level up, because they can try to put you down. A lot of men will try to put you down just to have the control over you. Be careful about those techniques. A lot of men use weird techniques sometimes, and we don't want that. We want a nice, gentleman, simple, natural relationship. We don't want the games. We don't want all of that. When someone is mistreating you, they make you feel bad about yourself. That's because they want you to feel bad about yourself, because they probably feel bad about themselves. They cannot handle having someone feeling good about themselves because they cannot feel that. They cannot feel good. Try to not care about what people think about you. Make sure you are an unbothered queen, that you don't really care. If they like you, that's good. If they don't, too bad for them. They're missing something. Thank you for watching, my darlings. I hope you liked it, and I hope it helps you a lot on how to set boundaries. And make sure you comment down below, and maybe you can even share some of your stories if people mistreat you in the past and you wish you had better boundaries back in the days, and the lesson that you learned. And don't worry, it's completely normal to make mistakes, and we all grow, we all learn. I'm just trying to save you time by doing these videos and just telling you to set boundaries to people. So make sure you like the video and subscribe down below. Also follow me on my Instagram, which is at Lisa Hardstyle. Until next time, I'm giving you so much kisses and take care of you. Mwah. Goodbye.